Alright, what's up, y'all? AJ Simmons checking in. I'm sorry that this rear view mirror is blocking. I should have moved my phone holder over a little bit, but anyway, just wanted to go live, answer some questions if y'all have any. Make sure I put this seatbelt on and be a good influence. I'm gonna wait for everybody to start coming in a little bit, and I'll answer some questions. Shout out to Jay's Cleaning. I see you checking in. Let a couple more people come in and start answering some questions. Trying to think of anything I can rant about until people start coming in. All right. And again, sorry that I'm behind this rear view mirror. I didn't realize it was gonna be like that. All right. Let's see. If y'all got any questions about anything, whether it be business related or whether it be about any of like the starter kit or the lead gen or the master class, let me know. We can go over any of that stuff. Any general business questions, etc. All right. But I'm just letting everybody come in. I'm gonna answer all these questions. Shout out to Visionary Griffin. I see you. Long time subscriber. I appreciate you. All right. If y'all got questions, definitely shoot them in. I'm about to pull up to my house and park so I can focus. All right. But let's see here. I'm trying to think of anything. I don't even have nothing to rant about right now. So y'all definitely come in and submit some questions. I see one just came in. I appreciate it. I'm about to get around this gate and park in a second. Shout out Gary Parker. He says, how much money do I have to really put up in order to really start? Again, it depends on the route that you decide to take. I mean, if you really just have absolutely, you know what I mean, like you basically got no money and you're just trying to bootstrap it from absolutely nothing, then I mean, you can get started with as little as, I mean, what, $200 maybe. If you do nothing, like if you don't pay for any training from me, and if you don't buy, like, and if you buy super cheap equipment, you get the cheapest vacuum you can find, you get the minimal amount of other supplies, and you just go out there, you print you some flyers and order some cards from Vistaprint for like $20. You can get started for $200 just for supplies, right? And then maybe factor in another $100 to $200 for your LLC. So in total, $300 to $400 you can get started, but it's gonna be a lot of gray areas for you that you're probably not gonna know about. Like you might not know how to perform a walkthrough. You know what I mean? You might not know how to bid properly, even though if you don't know how to bid, I kind of fixed that for y'all that's in that situation that want to start, but you really have like no money. All you gotta do is go to calculatedclean.com or download the Calculated Clean app available in the Android Google Play Store. Find me a parking spot. But yeah. So, but that's the bootstrap. I have no money answer. Now, my starter kit is 1997, and that'll get you ready to roll for pretty much anything. As far as like it'll set you up with your first 10 walkthroughs, so you can land a customer fast. It'll set you up with all the equipment and supplies that you're gonna need. It's gonna set you up with the course, so you'll learn how to sell, learn how to invoice customers, learn how to do your online accounting software, learn how to do everything, walkthroughs, measure, square footage, and all of that. All right, so that's my answer on that. Hopefully that helped. Shout out to Miss Sandra Bernard. Stephanie Richardson, shout out to you. Clean Biz Network member said, I have insurance now because I clean residential housing. I'm guessing I need to increase my insurance now that I'm getting into commercial. What are your thoughts? Maybe it depends on how much coverage you have. I usually recommend everybody, and you should see it in the course too, but I usually recommend $1 million in liability coverage, $2 million aggregate for liability. So if you don't have that, then probably up it to that, and it shouldn't cost too much more, if anything more, than what you already have. Visionary Griffin said, "Are you into any other ventures?" I mean, no. Clean Biz Network is it. Me and my wife we actually contacted a broker and a realtor that we looking to start investing in property again. But other than that, lock in. Same thing I teach y'all to do. I'm practicing what I preach. I'm locking in. The only thing I'm going to do is expand on it. That's it. So as soon as the non-compete is up with Jan Pro in my area that I'm in, I'm probably going to go back into commercial cleaning and have my own contracts as well. So for those of y'all that's in Florida and you want to take advantage of Clean Biz Network and its resources, the best bet is to do that ASAP before I get back into the game. Because if I get back into the game, I can't guarantee that I'm always sell leads and stuff like that in this area, because why would I sell them to you when I can keep them in-house, right? So stuff to keep in mind. Stephanie Richardson said, I'm stressing out a bit thinking about how all my cleaners will access the buildings when we clean. I do not want a lot of employees having access. That seems like a huge liability. What if I fire them? Right. So, trying to see how I should approach this. I know because with me, like I got a video up here too, like somebody was asking like should the employees get keys or not? Because I know it's literally people out here who will literally drive their employees from building to building and like chaperone them to building, drop them off and then pick them up. And I'm like, there's no way in hell if I'm gonna go all the way to the building, I might as well clean it myself and keep the money, right? I'm not dropping nobody off. So yes, they definitely should get keys. Yes, they definitely gonna get a code if the people got a code. And what I would do is when you do have a different person, when you do have new personnel and you change them, you one route is to go ahead and let the customers know to change the alarm code because you had a change in staff. So, and I got to be honest with you, I didn't have any staff turnover. Like the one, I think I had this one big account that we used to go to twice a day. It was always people there, so we didn't have a code or anything. We just walk in. We had a card key to swipe in, and that was about it. So I really didn't have too much of those problems. The other buildings, I mean, I didn't really have a lot of turnover. So and then I had a lot of daytime accounts. So honestly, I don't have a ton of experience in that, but that's how I will probably handle it. Is let the client know that we had a change in staff, and we will recommend that they change their alarm codes. The other thing is, I mean, you know the people. You know what I mean? If you feel like that's a person that you need to change, like notify them they need to change their code and all of that, then that's when you would do it. But most of the time, people are honest. Most of the time, but not all the time. We know that, right? But most of the time, people are honest and they don't want those things. And a lot of times, if they don't have the key, especially too, another thing about commercial is the keys that a lot of these buildings have. You can't just go copy those keys like at Walmart or something. These are commercial grade keys where you have to go to an actual locksmith company and somebody has to sign and have permission from the actual company to even copy that key. So usually if you take the key from them, that's usually enough, even if they still do have the code. So just keep that in mind too. All right. What else? But I wouldn't stress over it a lot. Just trust people. You know what I mean? Trust your judgment. That's what I always look at that as too. Like when you feel like you can't trust people, look at that as you not trusting yourself because you got good sense. You got a good judge of character. If you interview this person, you vetted them out thoroughly, and you trust them enough to hire them, then trust them enough not to do no crazy stuff after you fire them, right? So just keep that in mind too. Ben Thompson said, currently with Jam Pro, how can I go independent? It will be a year in November, and a desire to join your group. Any suggestions? Yeah, I mean, you can join us now, really. I mean, because we got plenty of people. William Wade, who's been on the channel plenty of times, he with a franchise, okay? What's one other guy? Travis Benson, another franchise owner. Both of them killing it with a franchise, but they killing it in part because they Clean Biz Network members and they have that advanced information that all the other franchise owners don't have. So you definitely can join us now. Now, your other part of your question was, how can you go independent? Sell it. Okay, sell that franchise to somebody else and then use that money that you get from selling it to go out and get your own accounts. You know what I mean? You can invest in your own. That's it. So just sell it. That's all you got to do. All right. Shout out to Javen Baker. All right. So other than that, I mean, that's it. Y'all ain't got no questions. Y'all don't got a lot of questions today, so making my job easy. But yeah, that's it, man. As far as employees and stuff, I wouldn't sweat them too much, though. I wouldn't sweat trusting people too much. I mean, obviously you got to be cautious, but number one, make sure you're bonded. You know what I mean, and have a good amount, at least 50,000 or more in bond coverage. If you clean like an auto dealership or a bank or higher risk places, then maybe up your coverage a little bit on your liability. But I mean, not on your liability, but on your bond coverage to cover any type of theft or anything like that. But I mean, that's what insurance is for. Nothing to sweat about, nothing to lose sleep over. You can't control everything if you plan on scaling. That's just something to keep in mind. It's going to be some things that's going to be out of your control. You know what I mean? You just got to get used to it. Trust people, put people in place, put systems in place. You know what I mean? So that way you can kind of track things from a distance, but you just won't be able to control everything. That's just business in general. So Ben Thompson said, how often do you go live? It's sporadic. So I wish I could get a schedule for it, but usually when I go live, I like to go live with a topic in mind, and I usually get the topic based off of a personal experience or based off of an experience of somebody who inboxed me or somebody in my group or somebody anybody around me. I get inspired by certain things and then it triggers me to, oh, I need to talk about this. It's a lesson in this. You know what I mean? So it's sporadic. I wish I could get on the schedule, but it's like if I go on the schedule a lot of times it's gonna come out like this. I'm sitting here looking dumb because I don't know what I'm talking about and then I'm waiting for y'all to give me something to talk about, right? So I was trying to set it for Thursdays at 7 p.m. but Eastern, but I don't think that's gonna work because after about 5 o'clock, that's usually family time for me, and I like to stay on my schedule. You know, so I'm probably gonna start going live more during the daytime. I'll pick a day and a time if I can, and I'll let y'all know that. But other than that, and also, if y'all got any questions, like if you get any questions and you kind of want me to answer it privately, I did stop doing my 15-minute strategy sessions for now. I'm thinking about bringing that back. But until then, you can easily inbox me on Instagram at Clean Biz Network or at AJ Simmons Online, and I'll answer you directly there. And on Instagram, they let you answer questions or communicate with each other via voice. So I'll just send you a voice message if your question is kind of detailed. I don't have to type it all out, and you won't have to read such a long message. So definitely message me on Instagram for sure. Facebook is hit or miss, so I wouldn't inbox me on Facebook, but definitely Instagram. So, but if that's all y'all got, I'm about to wrap it up, man. So, but anyway, if you want to get started with your cleaning business, you want to grow your cleaning business, or you want to scale your cleaning business, go to cleanbiznetwork.com. Shout out to who did it today. Let me see if it's still up here. Shout out to my bad. Shout out to y'all for taking action. I don't know if it went off or not, but shout out to Teresa and shout out to Jessica for getting y'all started kit today and a couple days ago. Appreciate y'all. All right, man. So anyway, take action. Though. The bottom line, if you're serious about getting your business going, if you want to see a change in your life, then take action. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all. AJ Simmons.